Так, всім доброго дня. Продовжуємо грати в Hogwarts Legacy. Наше 13-те проходження, наш 13-й стрім. Трошки не було часу пострімити, бо був зайнятий постійно на роботі. А сьогодні є вже після роботи і часу більше. Так що, друзі, підписуйтесь, ставте лайки, донатьте. І всім гарного перегляду. Поїхали далі грати. Так, надо нам поговорить с Амитом. Ладно, пошли.
Did you get your bit of room from Pippin's, or did you pick it yourself? Oh, I'm desperate.
Revelio.
Де ж він є? На самому верху.
Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
Астрономический телескоп. Так, куда? Встретиться с Лодгоком рядом с входом в шахты. Давай сюди, перемістимося ближче, летіти був. Лодгок — це, напевно, той його маленький гоблін.
My mother used to say I was lazy.
Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today?
Дати те, що не треба.
A fine choice. Exactly what I would have chosen. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio.
Накреневшийся дом. От, мене відкрите.
Aloha Mora.
Ура, відкрив.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio.
Так, а як же то?
Glacius. Levioso. Arresto momentum. Descendo. Accio. Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa.
Дякую. Блін, я не пам'ятаю, як їх забирати.
Confringo. Lumos. Reparo. Revelio.
Чого ти це робив?
Що робив?
Оце. Дядя такого.
Це не я, тут він тут був.
Confringo.
Що в нього там?
Defendo.
Класа
Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Це робиться золотий стадіон.
Arresto momentum. Glacius. Levioso.
Тебе все заморозка?
Arresto momentum. Accio. Descendo. Depulso.
Так робиш.
Так, просто. Я тебе достати.
Сердечко?
Сердечко. Як воно називалося? Це завдання збрати йому.
Я люблю тебе дуже сильно.
Я тебе люблю, доці. Ну, блін, а де? А, собирати їх тільки ночно. У нас день, я забув.
Mine now, demiguise.
Їх тільки ночі треба собирати, я забув, бляха-муха. Ладно.
It's like a place right out of a story. I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Так, що тут треба придумати?
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Ну що, кудись цього шарика треба поставити, чи що? Так, що ж тут зробити?
Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Revelio.
Мабуть, його десь туди треба.
Wingardium Leviosa. That's that. Settled.
Є. Питання виповнено. Так, добре. Тепер нам треба до гнома долетіти, да, мабуть?
Revelio. Accio. Depulso. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Ладно, пошли в ту шахту гоблинів.
The door is looking at us.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
Confringo!
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Ну, що тут?
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Capolso! Accio!
Монеточки.
Descendo! Accio! We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Watch your step round here.
Petrificus totalis. You're being watched by a door.
Levioso!
Put me down at once! You are postponing the inevitable!
Defender!
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely,
Мені
Amit.
треба стати
You have my word.
до тих дверей.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. Accio. Depulso. Accio. I should use disillusionment. That eye won't see a thing. Confringo.
Там щось має відкритися, знаєш.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ага. Сундучок, тут ж може щось є. Верхній предмет. Ладно, тоді в комнаті відкриємо.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays. Yes, of course.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Треба сховатися.
Operation worked out one day. People working for me.
Ай.
Are you sure? Easily diverted.
Expelliarmus!
Kill spells glance off in them. Rather Is that it? Better. You do Was that your best? You can't stop us.
Confringo!
Not quite. Release me!
Levioso!
Release me!
Glacius! Revelio! Expelliarmus!
Pity. Not quite.
Defendo!
Cut you from shoes to chapeau. Oh, that was meant for me.
Incendio!
There you are.
Confringo!
You look tired.
Levioso!
Why don't you come up here and fight? I've been fighting since before you were born.
Incendio!
You won't stop me.
Levioso! Confringo! Defendo! Incendio!
Descendo! Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Скільки подарочки. Так. Треба.
Accio! Confringo! Descendo! Accio!
Що?
Я хочу ще яблука.
Більш нема досі яблучка. Скажи мамі, хай купить, добре?
Я все з вами, добре?
Добре. Їж палочки.
Always my turn. Trouble.
Clever.
Petrarchus Totalis!
Who is it?
Як та стить Барбада?
Tempest Totalis.
No, I heard something that time. I could have sworn I heard something.
Це десь один ходив.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit. Revelio. Accio.
Що знову? Маю щось підпалити.
I'll be quiet.
Confringo. Accio. Don't think I've found all the plans. I'd best keep looking.
Ага. Не відкриємо. Так, мені поки не в ту сторону.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Так, це ми, певно, тепер наверх можемо.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what... Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Гоблін.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Figg's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Блин, чуть не хватило на 23-й. Ладно.
I hope Professor Figg...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spint Witches as soon as you can.
Глянемо, що тут треба зробити.
Revelio.
Так, добре, цей шарик кудись треба за... Тут теж. Що тут?
Revelio.
Куда ж того шарика сунути?
Revelio. Revelio.
Вон де ти.
Descendo. Depulso. Depulso. Reparo. This looks intriguing. Accio. Descendo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Ще один. Следующее задание. 23 уровень. Поппи.
An honest day's work for an honest living. Go on then! Pretend you don't see her!
You don't ever want to find it.
Тут всередині.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Must we? It seems a lot of trouble to go to for a creature we've already rescued.
We should see this through. Let me find out where she is. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
The Ministry's good work if you can get it.
Так, ладно, підемо за Себастьяном в Хогвартс.
Hello again. Were you able to get down with you?
It's herbology, homework.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But Ominous won't help me, so perhaps you can. He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested. And you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
That's awful. But no matter the circumstance, he should never have cast it. He should have known better.
Trust me, it's not as easy as you might assume, thinking straight when you've been hit with Crucio. After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Блін, а як я маю уровень набити?
I've always said that travel broadens the...
Ладно, підемо поговоримо з Діком.
Your brain doesn't fill up.
You're entitled to your opinion. Doesn't mean I'm obliged to agree.
А, в мене ще ж є ці відкриті. Предмети.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Ну йдемо, може трошки улучшимо. Що улучшити? Давай на це. Десь не пугайся, кімона.
Я не накрила, вона
Угу.
Диви, я неї накрила, вона зразу засунула.
Ну.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a
Та
moment.
мені не купила. А він чого ти купила? Бо бачиш,
То ж ти є.
він так не був, він отак от прям.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
А чому його така всипочка зробилась?
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He...
Що за кімната? Дамо на звірів випустити.
Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
Що ми зараз?
Revelio.
А, ну. Тут такі орли.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
І жабка. Пещеру.
Pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deek has marked the area on your map.
Так, мені треба... Знайти Топса.
What are you up to now?
Так. Так, куда-то. Ага. Тут що у нас?
This place has seen better days. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Protego! Stupefy!
Это у нас и Топс.
This must be Tobbs's cave. I suppose I should head inside.
Найдите Топса.
Confringo! Tobbs's master is awful. Tobbs? Tobbs? Deke sent me. Are you in here? Incendio. Defender.
Паучок. Бачиш на який?
Confringo.
Ого, який великий.
Confringo. Defender.
Який великий паук там поліз. Ну, якщо один, то я ще справлюсь. Якщо їх більше, то...
Looks as if Tobbs was here some time ago. He must have headed deeper into the cave. Confringo!
Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio.
О, нова кепка.
Confringo. Confringo.
Де Саулін? А, вже не вспів втікти.
Confringo. 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 Defendo. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
That didn't sound particularly reassuring.
Confringo.
Це ж невеликий паук був. Має бути більший.
Confringo. Defendo. Defendo. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Incend... Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus.
Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
О, получив.
Confringo.
Oh no. I have a feeling that house elf is Tobbs. Poor Tobbs. Left here alone with the spiders.
Треба як звідси вибратись.
Confringo.
That table looks familiar. Seems I'm back at the entrance to the cave.
Так, тут можна, певно, звіра зловити.
Someone messing about.
Так. Де то наша виручай комната?
I'm back from the cave, Deke.
Wonderful. Deke hopes you gave Deke's best to Tobbs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Deke, but Tobbs is gone. It seems he was unable to avoid the spiders in the end.
Oh my. Deke was afraid of this, alone in that cave for so long. Oh, poor Tobbs. Deke and Tobbs once shared the same master. When he died, we were separated. Deke always wished Tobbs had been sent to Hogwarts too. Deke feels lucky to serve such kind witches and wizards like you. Deke will miss his friend dearly, and will raise a glass to him with a heavy heart.
I'm truly sorry about your friend, Deke.
Thank you. You are very kind. Deke could use some time alone to think, if that's all right.
Так, яке у нас основне завдання осталося зараз?
When you have a moment, please stop by the room of requirement. Deke mentioned you might be interested in learning how to breed beasts.
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deke thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deke suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deke has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from tomes and scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deke.
Так, добре, друзі, на цьому стрімі завершимо. Продовжимо вже, не знаю, може ще сьогодні, може вже завтра почнемо. Так що, по часу буде видно. Ну що, з вами був Кратос Гейм, не забуваємо підписуватись та ставити лайки на це відео. Можете і донатити. Всім гарного дня, всім